hand, the ultimate audit of the promised land. Aorta severed, signal lost, sooted by the lamb.
Yeah. Keep your head down, gladiator. You're missing everything. Zabiba, Zabiba, I got a big Zabiba. Forehead looking like a cocoa bean. Praise be to Allah, I'm a Sajid machine. I hit that rug like 5 times a day. Now my don't got something righteous to say. Imam walk by, he give me that nod. Cause my hair look like a head, but it got it's dark, it's round, it's kinda intense. People asking if I walk into a fence. Nah bruh, it's the mark of the prostrator. Certified suju gladiator. Sister looking like mashallah. She see the bomb, she drop a shawl. Leaving my barber, said what's his crater. Told him that's the path to my creator. Zabiba, Zabiba, I got a big Zabiba. Zabiba, 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 Zabiba. I got a big Zabiba. Zabiba, 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 Zabiba. Sweating on my sajada like I'm in a gym. And I do it all for Allah, not the whim. Zabiba, Zabiba, I got a big Zabiba. Zabiba, Zabiba.
Sujud gladiator, you're just a victim of the friction. A biological byproduct of a desert-born fiction. You're bragging about a callus like it's tactical gear. But while your nose is in the dust, the truth is nowhere near. You call it a path, but it's a circle in the sand. The mark of a man who surrendered his hand. That crater isn't holy, it's a symptom of the grind. A physical scar for a captive of the mind.
So keep that forehead pressed, don't you dare look up while you're drinking the sauce from a poison cup. If you're down on the ground, you're losing the view. Now you're an easy target for a zoot and a 2. One slip, one slide, and you're out of the game. With a permanent bruise and a prophet to blame. The mark of the prayer is a bullseye tonight. You got zutted in the darkness while seeking the light.
Welcome to the low trust loop. The high angle cycle where the bump on your head is your only survival. You don't need a brain when you got a callus to show. A signal for the tribe so the rest of them know.
He's one of us. Look at the mark on his face while you're riding away in a low trust place. High IQs are fleeing while you're hitting the floor. Building a crater while I'm closing the door.
Yo, I ain't flexing. Okay, I'm flexing. But only for Allah, don't get it twisted. The Zabiba got me heaven listed. Head so blessed. Wi-Fi bars. Wi-Fi bars. Yeah, 5 bars.
You're disconnected, son.
Look at you head down. Eyes closed. Pseudo gladiator. Surah 48. 29 says the markers from the traces of prostration. But science says it's hyperkeratosis. Friction and inflammation. It's the badge of the angry. The stamp of the weak. A martyr for a system that's already peaked. Keep hitting the rug, keep chasing the bump. But the truth is a mount, and you're just a lump. Zutted by logic. The rug doesn't talk back. Zabiba. Extinguish.
Muhammad claims he is the final still, but his own book makes the Bible real. He says the Torah and the Injil are light, but the gospel he affirms is the Christian's fight. He says Allah's words can never be changed, and the manuscripts prove they were never rearranged. But the Bible is the word, then Allah failed, and like Al-Zut on Muhammad, his logic is nailed. The Islamic dilemma, the logic shit is a trap. The truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. Muhammad, the prophet of doubt. No pincer is closing, there is no way out. The unlettered prophet couldn't read the script, so he validated pages that his own words ripped. He told the Christians judge by what is inside, but the gospel says Jesus was crucified. That ink is the same since the day it was penned. A message Muhammad can't break or bend. If he's the guardian, he failed the test, affirming the book that puts his truth to rest. Surah 1094, God says ask the book. Muhammad was shaking, he had to go look. But the people of the book have a savior, not a man. They have a son of God, not a caravan plan. The Sinai Codex proves the text is the same. Muhammad is the only one playing the game. Check the diet, check the blood price rates. Have value lost at the Ummah's gates. The Arab is gold, but the Zut is a slave. Just a tired race soul on the way to the grave. He calls for Gabriel, but Behaya appears. A handsome face for the prophet's ears. Aisha's in the room with the water and the lies, scrubbing out the semen so the garment can dry. The many on the robe is the revelation trace. Behaya's weight is the prophet's disgrace. Like Zut on Muhammad, the truth is tight. The fraud is naked in the morning light. The logic is a trap. The truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. No one can save the words of Allah. The angel stands firm, it was never a lie. Muhammad's own mouth is the how and the why. The dilemma is final. Muhammad, police be upon him. Police be upon him.
I'm sorry, Master, but I must go all out just this once. I don't like you, Muhammad.
Dawa boys, you left me no choice. Bible's been corrupted, that's your go-to line. But you claim the same book, prophesize your sign. Twisting every scripture, faking all the quotes. Hiding all the facts, trying to keep your boat afloat without lies. Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those lies without lies. Islam dies. Dawa cries when the facts arise. Perfect preservation, yeah, that myth got wrecked. Worldly Quran don't even match the text. Used to flex science, now you're backing away. Cause camel embryo facts don't hit the same today. Got the Islamic dilemma, you can't solve that. Every answer you give makes the problem snap back. Say the Bible's corrupt, but your own book cries. Allah's words, they can't be revised. If our laws can't change, then your claims are fraud. You just argued yourself against the word of your God.
In your secret book, that's your mystery prize. The Quran says Christians should judge by your lies. Then you poo-poo Muda like it's just a game. Ruin the life and trash the man's name. All that dawah talk, but when truth appears, you vanish from the chat like it hurt your ears.
We follow Jesus better, sure in your dream. While cutting out his claims like you're cropping a meme. Crown off his head, toss his cross in the bins. Then smile for the camera like you're still his kin. Jesus was a Muslim, cute little twist. Redefine the word so the facts don't exist. If labels could change what the records prove, then Pharaoh was a Yahweh fan and Judah stayed true. Muhammad in the Song of Solomon, boy, you made your prophet of fruit. Snuggled up with Solomon and then became the man of lies without lies. him, the wordplay is dead. By that logic, Pharaoh bow his head. You twist, you spin, but you can't disguise that every doubt I claim is built on lies.
Without light, 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 without light.
Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Muhammad is the perfect example. Dawah is the art of the lie. Out it starts now. Sauda went out to the open field, answered the call where the secrets are sealed. Umar was lurking, watching the gate. I recognized you, Sauda. He couldn't wait. He wanted the curtain, he wanted the veil, so we creeped in the shadows to finish the tale. He told the prophet, make them cover their face, and Allah sent a verse to save Umar's grace.
The Quran loop is a self-made cage. Weaponize the data on the perfect page. If the book is true, then the book is a lie. A sujood surrender as the facts go by. It's a circular snap, a theological trap. The Quran audit is a total collapse.
Surah 41 says the earth came first. 2 days for the dirt, then the heavens burst. 79 says the sky was the lead. After that he spread the earth. That's what you read. Which one is it? Which way does it flow? The clear book doesn't seem to know. Every excuse you give just adds a new contradiction. The Ummi prophet can't read the line, claiming the Injil is a mirror divine, but he denies the cross, denies the spear. The swoon is a lie to cover the fear. The angel says finish, the Quran says look like a 600-year lag on a theological strike. You can't confirm what you're trying to erase. The gospel is the audit that spits in your face. The messenger waits for a celestial sign, while Calbi walks in looking mighty fine. It's Gabriel's face, a convenient disguise for the biological stain that the rag never lies. Small hands at the basin, scrubbing the grace. A child cleaning tracks of a human embrace. If the angel is spirit, why is there a crust? Scouring the evidence of a prophet's lust. Zero signal on the minaret, you're offline. Facing the carpet while the Zut takes that ass. You hijacked the Torah, stole the Hebrew king's bed. Now the ghosts of Medina are inside your head. Abraham was a Muslim, that's a desperate reach. Like claiming the ocean was birthed by the beach. Logic is the friction, and you're starting to burn. Before the one, there was the moon and the stone. 360 around the throne. Quraysh bow to Hubo, the lord of the rain. The messenger took the idol and changed the name. From bow to Allah, the lineage is clear. The same black stone, the same tribal fear.
So the coward looks for a place to hide. He can't reach the west, he can't reach the shore. So he bleeds the nations right next door. 7 flags burning in a desperate rage. The final act on a bloody stage. He's striking at brothers to prove he's a man. Before the 47th clears the sand.
soldier, don't fear the lead. There's a garden waiting for the holy dead, but he doesn't promise a woman grown. He promises a seed that's barely sown. He quotes the Titans of the 78th verse, a theological bribe, a spiritual curse, chasing the cow wave, their budding prize, with the hunger of a monster in his eyes. Don't call them companions, don't hide the age, read the literal link on the classical page. It's not full-breasted, that's a velvet lie, to hide the horror from a western eye. You slaughter the neighbors for a budding dream, but the 47th Thunder heard the scream. No more kawaii, no more 10-year-old toys, just the end of the mullahs and their holy boys. The Seven Nations strike was your final breath, now you're face to face with the kinetic death. Operation Epic Fury, the hammer of lead, for the child thief and the lies he spread. Plural of Kai, the protrusion of youth. The budding breast is the ugly truth. 10, 11 or 12 years old, a paradise of children, or so you're told. You envy the 47th, his life and his name, but you're just a prey.